Hey everyone, I'm here today taking a look at the Soyona and Ghost Atrociraptor set from Mattel. This is from the Jurassic World Dominion toy line, but I only bought it recently, that's why I haven't reviewed it before. Because I didn't really like Dominion, and the character of Soyona did nothing for me. Nothing in that movie really did. She seemed like a character that just kind of disappeared at the end. I can't even remember what happened to her. But she is now the main villain in Chaos Theory Season 2, and I really liked her in that, so that kind of given me some enthusiasm to finally buy this set. And it is a really cool set, because as well as the Soyona figure, who is a character I quite like in Chaos Theory now, it comes with quite a nice ghost figure and a really cool containment unit as well. It's got some nice packaging, and inside there's actually a cardboard kind of diorama piece that you could slide out and use in the background. Though unfortunately it does have a few promotional images of the toy showing the app, so it kind of ruins the effect a bit. Quick shot of the back. Here's a Soyona figure. I don't think it's a particularly good likeness. Like, if I didn't know this figure was supposed to be her, I wouldn't recognise it as her. The face sculpt itself doesn't look bad. It's not a bad generic female face sculpt, but it doesn't really look like the character or the actress. But they got the costume down. I actually prefer the costume in Chaos Theory. It's more realistic. She wears a white suit. This costume's kind of weird, like who dresses like this? Why is there one side of her shirt longer than the other? It's like really weird, almost like a super villainess outfit, which doesn't really suit the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise to have someone dressed like this. It's not that kind of franchise. I think the more realistic outfit she has in Chaos Theory looks better. But it's not a bad figure in general. It'd be nice if we actually got a Chaos Theory version, but I don't know if we will. They tend to just make figures of the main gang of 6. But I would really like a Chaos Theory Soyona. She comes with 2 accessories, the remote control for the door of the containment unit here, and also the thing that she kind of points at people, the targeting system, I guess you could call it, to make the Atrociraptors attack who she wants them to. See that outfit there? It doesn't get in the way of the articulation because it's got a cut down the side. And the articulation is the standard that we get on these 6-inch figures. She's dropped her remote control. These are very small accessories that I can imagine her dropping. She's got that watch thing on her wrist as well that she has in the cartoon as well as in the movie. And you see for articulation, you know, it comes out of the side here. It's basically got all the articulation you would want except for ankle and wrist articulation that you see in the Hammond collection. But, you know, the knees bend and the legs go out to the side and forward as well. Arms go around like that, the head's on a ball joint, so pretty nice articulation. And here's Soyona next to some of the Chaos Theory figures. I think Yasmin is the only one I haven't got so far that's been released, but none of these are released in the UK, including the Soyona and Atrociraptor pack. That's why it's difficult for me to get hold of these things to review them when they come out. Ghost here is the standard Atrociraptor sculpt that nearly all the Atrociraptors share. Got, is it Tiger and Red, these two are called? You know, they've got the exact same sculpt. I think it's even the same head sculpt as well. Be nice if they had a bit more variety rather than them all being exactly the same. Though we are getting a Hammond collection Ghost soon, so that'll be an improvement on this one. Though this is a nice sculpt. I'm not necessarily knocking it. The articulation's pretty limited though. Like the mouth opens and closes and the head's got a nice amount of articulation, a bit of a sort of ball joint to it, swiveling and going up and down. But the arms and legs only go forward and backwards. They don't go out to the side or anything. And the tail's got that swivel, but it breaks up the sculpt and it's kind of pointless. So it's very limited articulation, you know, enough to do the job. But it would have been nice to have had a little bit more for Ghost, especially as she's kind of the leader of the pack. But it is cool to have the whole pack that you can pose together now. I like that there's at least one that's in a different pose in that crouching pose. And we've got that green Atrociraptor that I like to add, which is the only one that actually does have a different sculpt. It's got some quills on the back and better articulation in the arms as well, more of a ball joint. It's always cool to get a whole pack of raptors together. Hopefully we'll actually see them all together in Season 3 of Chaos Theory, and we'll see that whistling woman who was controlling 3 of them in the first season and Soyona together with the whole Atrociraptor pack. Ghost is mainly white with a few brown stripes, but there's not too many and they don't go down the tail. I don't know if that's actually accurate to the movie and the cartoon series or not, but the other Atrociraptors all had a paint job that actually goes down the tail. So Ghost is very minimal on the paint as well as the articulation. And then finally we have this kind of containment unit, which is really cool. It's got a lot of detailing on the side. There's a paint job, kind of a wash over some of it to give a bit of more of a metallic look, like little scratches and indentations and things, just a metallic shine to it. And you've got loads of rivets and things, some air vents. Over this side you've got another panel there with all rivets round. There's a little control panel on the side with buttons and keys. And on the other side it's very similar. There's a window in the back of the containment unit for either the tail or the head of the Atrociraptor to stick out of, because basically the containment unit is a bit too short for the Atrociraptor because the tail sticks out and doesn't bend. If you had a Hammond collection raptor, you'd be able to bend the tail around and it would fit in completely. But with these solid plastic ones, you've either got the head or the tail sticking out like this, which doesn't seem very safe, like you just walk in past, get your head bitten off. You see, this is how much the tail sticks out if you have the Atrociraptor in there the other way round with the door closed. But the tail sticking out the other ends mean that you can get hold of it and kind of push the Atrociraptor out the front as if it's walking out like that. The door just slides up, and it does come completely out if you want it to. You can kind of unclip it like that. Just clips in the top and then slides down. These runners kind of clip securely in place. You can pop it up like that. You can see on the front of the door there's a little window as well as another little keypad, control pad for the locking mechanism. It's only sculpted detail, but it looks really nice. There's even sculpting detail on the floor inside, and that's also on the bottom of the unit. So all sides have been sculpted and look pretty nice. I wonder if there's been renewed interest in this set now that Soyona's appeared in Chaos Theory. It's a really good series in my opinion. What do you guys think though? Did you enjoy Chaos Theory season 1 and 2? I preferred the first season over the second, but I did really like that they brought Soyona in and developed her a bit more than the movies did. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.